Dang, son.
Let's go to standard mode.
Whoa, no way. Whoa, no.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are here at the original Goon Squad garage, and today we're gonna continue working on our 2020 Tesla Model X. And as you guys seen in the previous video, we made some major progress after we finally completed all of our paint work. We started piecing together this front end right here, got the headlights working, got the whole entire cooling system in, got the air suspension compressor in as well. That sucker just don't work. We got to figure that out a little bit later. Go ahead and pop this sucker right here. We'll show you guys what's going on. Everything is just flowing. All the wires are going to the proper position. It is nice and clean up here. Definitely got a good bit more work to do in here, but we're going to focus on that a little bit later. And as for the air suspension, I think we're going to have to manually pump that sucker up. That way we can do our very first test drive, dude. This thing is gonna rip,
dude,
man.
That's gonna be super epic. But before we do our very first test drive and finish all this stuff off, we gotta do one major thing, dude.
This is gonna be a challenge on its own. Getting that windshield off of that Camaro from all the way up there, gonna get it down, and we're gonna actually install that sucker. This is gonna be pretty tough because of how big this thing is. You gotta place it in there perfectly, that way you don't have any leaks in the future. But I think we can handle this, especially with all these suction cups that we have. We're gonna drop it on 4 corners, and I think Pops is gonna help us, and we're gonna place it in there. And of course, we ended up picking up some window weld as well. So we got everything that we need. We just gotta make sure that we plug in all the wires and all that good stuff. Then once that is done, I think we're gonna go ahead and move on to this door, completely assemble this sucker. Then we're gonna move on to assembling this whole entire front bumper. Go ahead and probably solder some wires where that harness just got completely chopped off. And we're just gonna see where we can go from here.
Okay guys, it's the glass already in. It's beautiful now.
You got that right, dude. Look at that thing.
Man, it looks, honestly, it looks way better with the glass in there, dude.
Definitely, and I love how it just kind of like flows and just disappears. It only looks like this on the black Teslas right here. It looks so good, but we didn't have to like take all the stuff out of the garage just to get that thing down, dude.
We kind of underestimated how heavy that glass was. Once we tried to pull it off the top, we're like, dude, we're gonna have to take it all out. I mean, we took out the chopper, the kit car, a bunch of parts for the 67 Camaro, which is coming here really soon. And we dropped that sucker to the ground and we brung it outside, unpackaged it. It was in perfect condition. We just prepped it a little bit, you know, wiped it down, threw our glue, and we just aligned the clips on the top of this thing. This thing just went back in its original spot. Good thing about doing OEM glass, because they will come, most cars will have the clips that will just clip in. You don't even need this tape. This is just for insurance right here. And dude, it is nice. I mean, look at the inside, dude.
I love how it's tinted up top right there. And once that sucker gets rained on a little bit, it turns red, man.
Dude, it
looks
looks
so
super
weird.
cool. But you know what? Look at this. It got our wires here that we broke off the other windshield. Those are just gonna plug right back in the pillar. We can go ahead and snap this pillar together. And look at that, man. It has everything here to go ahead and just grab our mirror and camera system off that old glass and just throw it into here, dude.
Yeah, and once we get all that windshield stuff, the trim and all that stuff installed, we can move on to that door. And all that's left for the interior is what? The airbags?
Yeah, the airbag. And we got something super epic for the steering wheel. We probably will just...
I can't wait,
dude,
man.
I say we just finish off the interior, dude.
so we just got a few more things assembled. First things first, we got that whole entire mirror mechanism with a triple camera all completely put together. And that sucker works perfectly fine because you were like pulling up and it somehow detected the Lamborghini and it popped it up on that speedometer dash right there.
Yeah, dude, there was like a little Lamborghini, like it sensed a car on the left side, and it was like in the perfect spot where that Lamborghini is parked. It was just really cool seeing that, dude.
That is super crazy because we don't even have any of the sensors in that bumper. Matter of fact, the whole entire front bumper is disconnected. So imagine once we do plug up that bumper and the sensors, dude, it's gonna be popping stuff up left and right.
I know, dude. I think it's just those 3 cameras that are in that windshield, which it's crazy. When we took it apart, if you can't see, there's 3 cameras in there, dude.
That is so awesome right there. And that's pretty complex right there for whatever's going on in there. Got that taken care of along with this door right here. This sucker, oops, you gotta press this.
Yeah, I wish they would have made the whole button press, but just one side. But dude,
look at that, dude.
man.
The door is completely assembled. The door panel, the window works, the mirror, everything is just flawless, man. And it closes. And one thing that doesn't work on this car currently is actually these Falcon doors, because like we were just pressing buttons left and right and they didn't want to open for nothing until we found a safety latch right behind the speaker mesh. You pop that mesh off, there's a wire that you pull and it just kind of, we had to like push it open and then they somehow started working. Let me see if it'll
It's like an emergency latch, like just in case the power goes out and you're stuck in the car, you rip out your speaker covers and there's a little metal wire there, dude.
That's a pretty cool feature to have. I guess you gotta have that just in case, but let me see if it'll open up right. You double click it?
Yeah, double click the side and it should open up. Nah, you see, they're not working, man. We probably have like a bad sensor or something,
bad
dude.
Sensor, or you gotta just like hold the button down. Let me see if I can hold it down.
Hold the top button down. Nothing? Man, we may have to do some digging into this one right here, dude.
It definitely has to be either reset or something, but look, if I press this button over here and I hold it down.
Free HBO.
I think it'll open up. Look at this. Really slowly.
Oh, man.
Might be a bad sensor or something. Who knows?
Could be a blown fuse, bad sensor, all types of stuff. Front bumper missing. Who knows, man?
Yeah, definitely that front bumper is probably throwing it all off. But anyways, there you have it, man. It opened up. So we are almost done with this whole entire interior. All we got left is just the airbags, which we're actually going to take them out of the parts car. We just got a steering wheel bag and then the knee bag, which while we're actually replacing that steering wheel bag, we're going to probably throw in the brand new steering wheel from AZA Auto Wheel, which they always do something super epic. So I can't wait to show you guys that.
Any steering wheel that they actually send us out for any one of our builds just makes it even better. And dude, I'm actually excited for a Tesla steering wheel, dude.
Definitely. So as right now, I say we go ahead, jump into that parts car, take what we need, and hopefully get it installed on this car right here.
Don't get no better than that. I mean, look at this steering wheel, dude. This is just absolutely incredible. This is an OEM Tesla steering wheel, custom made by AZA Auto. And dude, check this out, man. This is the exact same color and it looks like the exact same leather that's used in our Tesla, dude.
How do they even do that?
I don't know. They probably called up Tesla and like, yo, you need to sell us some of that leather or something, because dude,
they took a seat and they like cut it up and they used
the leather off of that, dude. That is crazy. Like the identical color. I put put it up to the seat just to look, and dude, it is perfect match and all. And it got the same like black leather going down to this like cream color leather. Dude, this is just legit. It honestly makes like this whole entire like dash area like so much nicer, dude.
And they got it perfect. I love exactly how they went with that color scheme. Like you got a little bit of white and then the black right there, and then you got the pinstripe right there, or whatever you call that right there. And then you got the stitching, man. It is just so perfect. Goes with the flow of this whole entire interior, man.
Exactly. I mean, you couldn't have said it any better than that. I mean, it's just the perfect steering wheel for this like classic looking interior. Is just the best.
Yeah, it's like a super modern classic type of look or feel.
So, I mean, honestly, the interior now is 100% complete, and I'm ready to go, dude.
Dude, I'm ready to test rip this sucker out. And also, we did end up actually swapping out this bezel piece right here because the older car had some sort of different like color.
It was kind of like almost like a chromish look to it, and I did not like that. This like dark gray just matches the rest of the interior and stuff like that. So elegant and so perfect. Man, this interior couldn't have been turned out any better, dude.
Huge shout out to AZA Auto Wheel. I'm telling you guys, they are the best in the game. Dude, there's nobody better than them.
We haven't even had any issues whatsoever. Anything that we did not like. Every steering wheel has exceeded our expectations.
That's what I'm saying, man. It is just super epic. We're definitely going to leave their link down below. Just look at that beauty, man. Oh my goodness.
I can't get over it, man.
Because like, think about it. This is where you spend most of the time in the car driving it. So that right there is like the most important thing. Your steering wheel, kind of. You know what I mean?
It has that racing grip right here that's like super comfortable.
Bring in the stock one. It's in that back seat over there. Let's see the difference.
I don't even want to look at it, man. It's just like a round, regular plain Jane just steering wheel. Like nothing to it. This one right here got some nice bolsters right here. Your like thumbs fit up perfectly. You can grip.
Sport mode, dude.
Sport mode, man. It's like sporty yet like elegant at the same time, dude.
That is nice.
Like we mentioned before, like Tesla's is like what you drink a cup of tea in here with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is just spot on right there. But anyways, we are done with the whole entire interior. Got that airbag installed. The interior is basically just needing a nice little detail, man. It's just looking so fresh.
The knee airbag was super easy. It was literally like 210 bolts. Slap that back in there. But dude, the interior done. Now it's time to move back up on this front end over here and start buttoning up this thing. You know what I mean? So I say we go ahead, pop this bumper off and see if we can completely put it together.
Alrighty guys, so it's actually the next day here, and yesterday we ended up assembling this bumper as much as we possibly could, threw it on the car, and then like we took it back off for some reason.
Yeah, we took it back off because we wanted to actually wrap this little piece right here because we didn't have time to paint it, and dude, it looks really good black, dude.
Definitely. I can't wait to throw it back onto the car and actually see what it looks like, which we're about to do that. And as far as the wiring goes, there is a little bit of wiring issues on the back of this bumper. Just like one of the sensors needs to be soldered up, which is no big deal. I think we'll focus on this stuff a little bit later, though.
Soldering is easy. I mean, it's just very time consuming, so we're not gonna really worry about soldering like this or that big old like plug up, which we will probably take the plug off of that parts car and just solder up, and all it's gonna do is probably cut on the fog lights over here and probably the sensor. So we're not gonna worry about that just yet because we want to mainly focus on what we have and how we can put this thing together, and if we need to order any extra parts. You know what I mean?
That's the main goal right now, is we want to just put everything on there. That way we can like notice if anything anything like significant is missing or anything like that. And we're just gonna go from there. But since we already moved with some aftermarket parts, I say we just keep going with it, dude.
I know, man, and I'm just standing right here by this wooden crate looking thing, and I'm just excited to see what's inside of it, man.
There's something pretty epic in here from CMST right here. This is some carbon parts, and dude, this is gonna transform this Tesla by a lot. And look at what's going on in the background. Some goodness.
Some breakfast.
Some breakfast goodness, man. Wow,
Gracias.
look at this. Where's mine?
You don't get one, dude.
Where's mine?
Only
I already
the
ate.
best. Favorite.
Dude, that is awesome right there. So I guess you're gonna eat right quick. Then we're gonna crack open this box right here and we're gonna show you guys what's inside.
Let's do it.
All right, so we just opened up our whole entire carbon fiber package for the Tesla. And I just want to show you guys this diffuser in the sunlight. Would you just look at that?
Dang, dude.
I'm telling you, it looks super aggressive. You got the fins underneath. It's gonna go way underneath the back end of that car. Got a race light right here, LEDs. We're just gonna have to wire that thing up. Shouldn't be an issue at all. So far, we already installed some carbon and it has been a breeze installing it,
Dude, and it's transforming this car before our very eyes. I'm telling you, man, we're gonna have like a race looking Tesla at the end of this,
100% right there. And it did come with a few other things that we may or may not use. These right here go around the cameras on the fenders, and these things look pretty crazy. They just 3M. I don't know how I feel about that right there. And it also has this spoiler overlay, which is kind of thick. Kind of like the OEM style a little bit better. What do you think?
Yeah, I
about
mean, that one just lays on top of it. Maybe if you get like one that's OEM style, but in carbon, that will probably look really good. But the OEM one looks good right now,
It
dude.
looks just fine right here, but you know what? These right here are some side skirts right here. These are definitely going on, and it's gonna look super aggressive, especially when that thing is bagged down, sitting almost on the floor. And I love how it has a CMST right there. It just gives it that little more
Dude, looks like a
horsepower.
special edition one, you know what I mean?
Special edition, but more importantly, this front end is basically complete and looking more aggressive than ever before with that front lip on there. And I love how it has like this step down right here. Super easy to install, by the way, as well as just 3M and some screws. And look at that, dude. This looks like a aggressive front end.
At first, the Tesla was like just a normal, like random Tesla, but now it's gonna stand out. Now it looks sportier. It has that perfect look, man. That flows properly,
Yes,
dude.
sir. And of course, we had to throw on a little bit more carbon fiber that we didn't know was included in this kit. It's just an overlay that went over that piece that we wrapped. And we even threw in the Tesla emblem right here, and we left it chrome because there is a little bit more chrome up front here. You got it around the fog lights and, of course, in the headlights. So I think that's the perfect contrast. So we're probably not going to wrap that stuff. But as far as like the trim on the side of the car, we're probably gonna end up wrapping that stuff a little bit later.
Yeah, like the fender flares and stuff like that. I think that would look pretty good wrapped or maybe painted, but we'll see about that.
These fender flares?
Yeah,
right here?
these fender flares. You don't think they'll look good in wrapped?
But it's that texture. You think that wraps right there?
I don't know, man.
We'll
Maybe you'll
test it out,
paint it or
dude.
something like
But
that.
the
We'll
trim-
see. But that chrome has to go, definitely,
man.
dude.
But as of right now, what we're gonna do is actually, instead of installing more carbon, we're gonna focus on throwing on this hood right here, maybe throwing on some of these pieces right here for the
Yeah,
cowl.
wipers and stuff like that.
That way we can get our very first test drive in. So we also got to put some air in the suspension. So I'll say we go ahead and get that little stuff knocked out right quick, and then we'll go for some ripping.
Ooh-wee.
That looks dang good right there. So Billy actually just took off. We threw the hood on, we threw the windshield wipers, the cowl, all that good stuff. And it's just me and Pops out here where we actually pumped some air into the suspension. We couldn't get it to work for nothing. Pops checked the fuses and you didn't find any blown fuses now, did you?
No, if it's everything okay.
Everything is good, but we pumped it up and this thing is like a off-roading machine. Now it's sitting high. So we're actually gonna probably test this sucker out. We're gonna go for a little test drive. What do you think, Pops?
Yeah, I need it. You need to check.
That's what I'm talking about. I like how you're thinking right there. We went ahead and actually tucked some of the wires away because there is still a few more wires that we still gotta end up soldering over here. There's like an antenna wire that we'll solder. But man, I think it might actually start working the air suspension. If we go down the road, it might reset or something like that. So I think we're gonna go ahead, go for a little spin or something and see if we can get anything working, and maybe you just like do some crazy launches. So you want to drive it first, Pops?
No.
You don't want to drive it?
You drive it.
You want me to drive it? Okay, I'll drive it. No, say less. All right, so we are ready to go. Look at this. This camera actually was not working earlier right here, but it is finally working. So that's crazy right there. I'm in reverse currently, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it in drive. This is just insane. You got acceleration, we got standard mode, we got chill mode. Which one do you think is faster?
I'm not sure. I need to try both.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll try both of them. Steering mode, you got different modes. I guess we're not gonna fool with that right now. As for the suspension, you got adjustments here. I think we're in the highest mode because we just pumped it up manually, but it doesn't wanna just change. So I guess we'll just leave it in the highest mode. It's better than being all the way low to the ground. So here we go. We're gonna try to drive in, I guess, regular mode, or chill mode that is. Chill mode, and see what this thing is about. But look how silent this is. Usually right here, we have to really be on the lookout if there's cars zooming by. So right now I could hear everything. Nobody's coming. Let's go. Wow, look at this. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow. Whoa.
I think chill mode is a slow one. We need to go in standard mode. That kind of felt slow right there. Let's go to standard mode.
Oh, no way.
What?
Standard.
Slow down? That is wild right there, but
Yeah,
one
man.
more time here. We got a bunch of stuff in the back, but no big deal. We're gonna punch it one more time in.
Ooh. Wow. Yeah, very.
That is
This strong car, man.
Oh yeah, it's powerful. We got a couple of lights on the dash, but that's the main purpose of doing this test drive right here. That way we can figure out what's going on. And you feel that? It's like it's got almost like a engine brake.
Mm-hmm.
I think I could adjust that somehow. We're both actually kind of injured, Pops. What happened to you? You fell or something, didn't you?
No.
No? This man fell. He was unloading trash or something.
Yeah. I have hurt my
Had a little accident. You
Little
slipped
bit,
and
yeah.
fell like unloading some trash, and me, I still had that surgery. I'm not allowed to lift anything heavy for a couple more weeks. So I mean, but we're able to get stuff done, so no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go one more time.
Whoa, no, hey. I wanted my heart, it's a little bit hard.
Hey, we're working your heart through right now, man. We're not gonna do too much testing until Billy gets back. You know, I don't want to have too much fun. But here we go, one more time, full pedal to the metal.
Oh no! Oh wait!
What? This thing is fast. Definitely that carbon fiber made it faster.
Maybe because it's in air, not stopping the leads.
That's right, aerodynamics. But that's gonna be pretty much it for the testing as of right now. We're gonna go ahead, probably head back to the house because tomorrow is 4th of July. So that's why Billy left a little bit early because he's preparing a few things with his wife and stuff. So it's all good though. You know, we're having a little bit of fun here, and we're gonna celebrate this afternoon probably a little bit with some steaks or some hot dogs or some hamburgers. Which one you feeling?
I like it, everything.
But guys, that is pretty much going to be a wrap for today's video. We're super happy with the amount of progress that we made on this 2020 Tesla Model X, especially on this front end. It looks absolutely amazing, but the rear end and the sides is going to look just as good here really soon. But you guys are going to have to stay tuned. Make sure your post notifications are on so you don't miss out on anything. And if you want an inside scoop before YouTube, definitely give us a follow on Instagram at goonzquad. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Be sure to drop your comments and thoughts down below. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.